Guys, DSHDTV here, and I have today a do-it-yourself dual monitor stand. It's made from wood and 2 VESA mounts. It's fairly simple to make. The supplies are fairly easy to get. You have 2 VESA wall mounts, 2 3-inch C-clamps, I believe, one 1x2 wood, I think that's the size, it's about $2, and 2 shelf brackets. Other miscellaneous things: wood glue, wood screws, a drill, and a screwdriver. And that's pretty much it that you need to make it. This is a look at the previous modified monitor mount that I had on there. It was used for an old Dell monitor, but that monitor went out on me, and the monitor that I bought used didn't come with a stand, so I modified it somewhat just to get it on there, but for some reason it wouldn't hold it for some odd reason, because the previous monitor was heavier, but whatever. Now these are the mounts that I use. They're Cheetah mounts. They are awesome. They came with a 10-foot HDMI cord. It came with a leveler. It's pretty awesome, honestly. It was a great buy. For $10 you can't beat it. It's extremely sturdy. It holds the monitor on there fairly well. And I apologize if this video is just a little bit out of sync. You know, I'm doing a voiceover. So you guys just bear with me, and I got a little bit of cold as well. Pretty much what I did here is I changed the design a little bit just to add a little bit more stability, because I was worried that if I have that one piece of 1x2 in the middle, that what would happen is that with both monitors on either side, that, you know, they'll eventually rip apart, or, you know, break apart. The wood would split, and, you know, the monitor would fall. So what I wanted to do is avoid that. So I'd give each monitor their own piece of wood to be in, then I will connect those 2 pieces of wood together just to kind of add that stability. Now here, what all I did was I connected the bracket right in the middle. I attached the wood with a little bit of wood glue on the bottom, and then I went ahead and added a wood screw right in the bottom of it, just so that it can be a nice tight fit, have everything in there. Now with the other piece, I added wood glue along the sides of that piece of wood, and I drilled little small holes in it just so that I can make it a little bit easier when I'm screwing the screw in. So pretty much after you do that, you're just gonna screw it in, connect it so that that wood glue can go ahead and set in, and they'll pretty much be unmovable. I drilled 3 holes, but you really don't need to. Those 2 at the bottom will suffice. You're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side by adding that screw in the middle. I went ahead and added that other bracket, and this is pretty much the entire stand that's going to be holding it. I'm going to add a piece on the front later on, but this is pretty much everything that holds the monitor together. Now with the brackets that I have, since I used a 1x2, the bracket itself is maybe about 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches. So what I did was I offset it a little bit. The first bracket, I put it just a little bit back, you know, just leaving that little overlap on the other side, so that when I add the other one on the other side, I can move that one just slightly forward, so that when I'm screwing them in, they're not going to touch each other, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought about it on the spur of the moment, and honestly it worked. I'm glad it worked, actually. Alright, and this is pretty much it, honestly. After you have this done, what you're going to do is, well, what I did, you know, you guys can choose however you want to do it. I had that little extra piece at the top, so what I did was I measured my monitor, and what I did, I cut that top piece off. And that top piece that I cut off, thank God the glue didn't dry it. I just used that for the front of it, so that I can add a little bit more stability on it as well, as in the diagram. I'm going to use the C-clamps, and you'll find out later that you really don't need the C-clamps, because that piece of wood in the front actually holds it fairly well. But the C-clamps does add that extra, you know, reassurance that your monitor isn't going to tilt forward one day. You know, that piece of wood on the front doesn't give out on you. And as I said before, after you've added this piece, you're pretty much done. You know, you can go ahead and sand it down just to make it look a little bit more smoother and just kind of look decent. And honestly, I'm pretty happy that it worked. It looks great. It fits. The monitor's not wobbling. You know, I have one monitor on there now, as you can see, and it's not tilting, it's not, tempted to fall forward or lean to the side or anything like that. It's honestly fairly stable, and I'm pretty proud of the design. The only thing that you're going to see right here on the front is that with those two brackets that I have there, I'm not sure if I added that in the supplies, I apologize about that, but with those two brackets, it didn't hold as well as I wanted to. As you can see in the previous clip, that it was quite wobbly. So what I did was I drilled holes at an angle going in towards the wood on the main stand, and what I did was I screwed additional screws in there just to kind of add a little more stability so that it doesn't wobble around and it's attempted to lean forward. And honestly, that worked quite well. It's not the prettiest thing to look at, but it worked quite well, and I'm honestly proud of it. Again, these are cheetah mounts. I'm not sure if you can search that on eBay and find it, but awesome. I can't stress that enough. Awesome. I have a mount right now on my TV, and it's garbage. I really just want to go ahead and buy another one of these. Plus, it comes with the free HDMI cable. I haven't used them yet. I'll let you guys know in my room tour video, which unfortunately you guys are going to have to wait for to see how I set this up myself. Like, this design is fairly easy, so you can modify it any way you want. Honestly, you can add a 4-monitor display. You can edit it just a little bit, modify it here and there to make it a 6-monitor display or a triple monitor display. If you guys want me to come up with different designs or anything like that, you guys could just leave that in the comments, and I'll come up with something that might work. Again, this was spur of the moment. It's not something that I exactly do, but I was in the market for a dual monitor stand, and I honestly did not feel like spending the $65, $80, $100 for a dual monitor stand, especially when I have all this wood laying around and brackets and different things that I can use for that. So honestly, I just want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everything that you guys did. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint this now, sand it down, then paint it. And in the room tour, video that's going to come in, I'll say maybe the next week. I am a college student, so I do have a couple things that I do have to get done. But in the next upcoming weeks, I am going to have a room tour, a couple other videos, unboxing and reviews. Just want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time just to take a look at this video. I hope this works for you guys. Thanks for everything. You guys leave any questions in the comments below. I'll include pictures if you guys want. Go ahead and please like this video, subscribe to the channel for new videos. Thank you guys for watching. See ya. Peace.